Hello and welcome to MissNJoy Spiritual Life Advice Channel. I'm MissNJoy and I'm here to do your love and soulmate connection reading for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of January. My readings are gender fluid and apply to same-sex couples as well. Simply choose the masculine or feminine energies that best apply to you. I do not give outcomes. I'm simply here to enlighten and advise and please be advised that all of my advice is my opinion. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to love, everyone should use free will to make decisions in matters of the heart. Okay? Alright. Like I said, I'm simply here to enlighten and advise. Alright? Please take the time to hit like and subscribe, Capricorn. And once again, this is your love and soulmate connection reading for the first half of January. I'm going to use my Lisa Frank Major Arcana deck to pull one card to speak to the overall energy of the relationship. And then we'll get into the masculine and feminine energies and see what you guys got going on. All right. We're going to ask Spirit for a positive and accurate message for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of January. Please, Spirit, one card for the overall energies. Situation, feeling. Overall, Spirit, one card, please. Oh, that turned over smooth. And the Moon card. Oh, some secrets. Some secrets. Some things being hidden, not revealed. Done in the dark. On the low. All right, so we are going to get into the feminine energy. We're going to ask spirits for a positive and accurate insight into the feminine energies for my Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of January. Please, spirits, what will my feminines be feeling, thinking, and doing? Please, spirit, what will my feminines be feeling, thinking, and doing? Please, spirit, what will my feminines be feeling, thinking, and doing? Please, Spirit, one more card, please. All right, please, Spirit, one more card in my feminine energy. It gave me two. All right, and I will take them because one of these cards is the Moon card. All right, so in the feminine energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords in other decks. We have the Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords in other decks. And then we have the Moon card. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the masculine energy. We're going to ask Spirit for a positive and accurate insight into the feminine energies for my Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of January. Spirit, what will my Capricorn masculines be feeling, thinking, and doing? Please, Spirit. What do my masculines be feeling, thinking, and doing? Please, Spirit. All right. Two more cards, please, Spirit, from my masculine energies, please. Two more cards. One more card from the masculine energy, please, Spirit. And I'm sorry. We have 4 in the feminine. We need 4 in the masculine. 2 more cards, please. One more, please, from my masculine energy. Thank you very much, Spirit. And in the masculine energy, we have the Two of Cups. The Lover's card. Shit. The Empress card. Good Lord. And the King of Wands. Well, Okay, the masculine energy needs no clarification. What is the feminine doing here? What? Okay. Okay. I'm going to use Wheel of the Year, and I'm going to clarify in this feminine energy. This masculine, he wants all of that. It's Soulmate card. Soulmate card. Empress card. King of Wands. King of Cups. Ten of Cups. Clarify the Seven of Air, please. Two of Wands. Knight of Wands. Page of Air. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. Chariot card. Nine of Wands. Oh. Nine of Swords. And the Knight of Swords. Who had the... last time was it Capricorn? I had a reading recently. I don't remember who it was. I did a reading. It was either a daily or was it the Soulmate for last 2 weeks of the year. It might have been somebody didn't know who the baby daddy is. And it was causing drama and conflict. And that's what's going on here. And there's love here, though. All right? So, I hate to say this, but my advice here, this masculine and this feminine and this collective that I'm reading for, there's love. And then it really doesn't matter whose baby this is. There's love. So why don't we just love this baby and love this feminine and don't worry about whose it is and have forgiveness and healing and move forward. But this feminine is so stressed out about the situation. Although there's love, big love for this masculine. She's so stressed out about the situation. She just really wants to run and hide somewhere. And I understand. But let me tell you something. Nobody is perfect. No one is perfect. I was not seeing two people at the same time. I was not. I broke up with someone, and within a month or so, I was seeing someone else. Okay? Now, I found out I broke up with someone May. I started dating the next person July. And I found out I was pregnant September I knew like September or so. All right, about September. So by the time I was in high school, by the time my grandmother and mother found out, it was like October. So they took me for an ultrasound. And I was just 16 at the time. So they take me for an ultrasound. And the big-headed child that I have was a big-headed child. He was a big boy. And they gave me the wrong due date. The ultrasound gave me the wrong due date. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh, shoot, this is baby daddy A's. Off top, I knew. I was like, this is his, not the other one, because in between, I had a cycle. So I really felt like it wasn't the first one. It was the second one. But I honestly talked to my grandmama and my mom about it because they knew both boys and they knew there was a break in between them. So I was pretty sure it was the second one, not the first one. But because this ultrasound gave me the wrong due date, I was confused. So I cried. I cried so bad because I thought I didn't want to know. Was never thought of myself to be the type of person to be in that situation, because I was not with two people at the same time. But my grandmother, who's a nurse, was like, well, sometimes you can be pregnant and have one or two more cycles, and then so it's possible. Or ultrasounds aren't perfect. It could just be a big baby. So for the most part, she was right. And I was right. It was the person, because the due date they gave me was like Valentine's Day. It was like Valentine's Day was the first due date they gave me. I had my son March 11th. Okay, so that's a pretty big, that's a pretty decent gap in time. Or no, I'm sorry, the first due date they gave me was like January. And then he was late. So anyway, it was a big deal. My baby didn't get here till March 11th, and he popped out looking exactly like who I said he belonged to in the first place. So I was right the whole time. There was no need for that stress and worry and beating myself up, but that's what happened. But it can happen, okay? It can happen. It can happen. And if it has happened to you, there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So there's no need to beat yourself up. But what I do see is that whether or not this is the baby of this masculine is the baby daddy or not, it really doesn't matter. What does matter here is that he loves you and he wants to be with you regardless. So what you need to do at this point, feminine, is tell the truth about the entire situation. See if he still has all this love and passion for you, because he really wants this to be your child. I mean, his child, so that he loves you. You need to come clean and be open and honest about this entire situation. Masculine, awesome for trying to stick by this situation, because I'm not getting that it's an energy to whereas you don't know. It's an energy that you do know. Let's pull an oracle card. But there's still some dishonesty or confusion surrounding the situation, it seems like. With the moon card. All right, so let's see. All right, spirits, one oracle card for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of January. The Fates. I feel like we need, the Fates. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, Spirit, Source, Universe, whatever you call, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. This is the relationship message. I'm sorry. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in a relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Okay? All right, Capricorn. I love you. Good luck with this. I'm not sure which side of the coin you may be watching. You know, only you know which one or what one is who. Only is it if it's the masculine watching. You know, my children had a beautiful stepdad. And when he met me, I was pregnant with my second daughter. And had I not told that child that that wasn't her father, she would never have known. Now, he knew we weren't involved until right after she was born. But if you love this person, if you love this feminine, it doesn't really matter who the biological father of that child is. All children need a good dad, and all children need love. All the love and guidance they can get. It's a hard, cold world out here. And no woman should have to be alone during her pregnancy. My first 2 pregnancies, I was very much alone, and it's a horrible, horrible place to be. So feminine, be honest and open with this masculine, because he truly loves you. And there would be understanding because he feels a strong bond and connection to you. And maybe if you come to him from that perspective of the argument I just gave, that possibly, you know, he can put whatever this is behind him. If you're honest and open about what's going on and honest and open moving forward, and maybe step up and be dad no matter whose blood courses through the veins of your precious kid. Okay? And don't beat yourself up. We all make mistakes. I'll make amends and apologize to those that you need to make amends and apologize to in order to protect and clear yourself and your karma, and move forward in a better and positive light. Okay? All right. I love you, Capricorns. Good luck with this. And I will talk to you guys for your end of January read. Bye.
A list of services provided and instructions for making appointments, payments, or donations is provided in the channel description, as well as in the description of each video. If you like my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share. And always remember to enjoy life.